Good evening and welcome to the first episode for August 30 Sapphire Princess Alaska Cruise Meetup. What we've done, folks, is invited everybody from our group page to join us. So we might be able to have a chance to chat a little beforehand, before the cruise. Maybe make some plans on doing some things together as far as the group would go. One thing I do need to ask, if you're a Facebook user, if you're watching on Facebook, if you could stick your name in there, because I don't know who you are. It comes through on StreamYard and just says Facebook user and what you said, like somebody just said, "Hi, Chillie." So, but I don't know who said that because all it says is Facebook user. So if you can stick your name on there, that helps me out tremendously. All right, give everybody a little bit of background on me and why I'm doing this. And yes, I am on the cruise with you guys. Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay. I got you. Yes, I am on this cruise. I will actually be hosting a small group. It's my plan to probably have some kind of get together in the afternoon on embarkation day, somewhere in the 4 o'clock facility. Hi, Lynn. Glad to have you with us. Somewhere in the, late afternoon facility, probably in someplace like Oceans or something. So if somebody wants to get an adult beverage, and we can just meet and chat and greet each other. And then whenever, and I won't know this until I actually get on board with how Princess does it. There's usually a solo meetup, which I'm going to try to go to. And yes, I realize some people in this group are not solo, and that's fine. I am solo. A couple people in my group are solo, but that's okay. We can still all, get together and enjoy each other since we're all doing the same thing for the same reasons. This is will be my actually third cruise in Alaska. And I'm excited about it for a couple of reasons. Those of you that know me a little bit know that I am disabled. I travel on the cruise ships. I'll be running around with a scooter. I've been dealing with scooter around for almost 10 years now. So you'll probably see me on a scooter, but when I go on excursions, I get off the boat. I'll have a power wheelchair. I have a lightweight foldable chair. It's 50 pounds. I can pick it up and put it in the trunk of my car. But it's going to allow me to do some excursions that I have not been able to do in the past. So it's been a tremendously freeing thing for me in that I can do some excursions now. So for this cruise, I'm planning on doing a whale watching. My friend Nate, who I was hoping he might be with us today, he's up in Alaska. He knows all the excursions. His company does excursions all over Alaska. He's also a travel agent, so I'm not, don't want to pull the wool over your eyes. My little group cruise is booked through him as a travel agent, and he'll be on the cruise with us as well. But for excursions, and if any of you are interested in the excursions, I'll share with you the website that has all kinds of excursions on it. You can feel free to book if you like. That's terrific. He also handles, everything from the Alaska trains to hotels. I'm staying in Anchorage for 3 days before the cruise. I opted out not to go to, up north and come down the long train through Denali on this trip. But I'm going to be rolling around, as it were, Anchorage. And then I'm going to take the train back from Anchorage up to Whittier on embarkation day to get on the ship. We'll find out once we get on board what Princess has in the way of, or the solos. That's fine. Some of us, if we want to stay as a group, whether we're solo or not, we can. Some of us might want to go to dinner together. Some of us might want to do specialty dinings together. Some of us might want to do excursions together. I will be offering a couple things during the week, like a slot pull, probably, one evening, because we only have one sea day. And then on the sea day, I'll probably do like a pub crawl in the early afternoon. So everybody is welcome for that. Some of you may have drinks packages, some of you may not. I understand all that business. If any of you have questions, feel free to ask them. Like I say, I was hoping Nate would be here. We do have a couple more Facebook users. If you guys could put your names in so I know who you are, because when this comes through on StreamYard from Facebook, I just get Facebook user. So those of you that have been following me and some of my other hosted cruises know that's why I use YouTube a lot, because that if somebody makes a comment, it tells me who you are. And I've tried everything in the world with Facebook to get them to change that, and it just doesn't work. But I wanted to be able to broadcast this on our group page. I'm assuming it's on our group page. Yeah, let's run over here and see if it is live on the group page. And happening now. Yes, it is. Oh, yeah. It is definitely happening now. Okay. So that's good. That's at least working. Anyway, we're looking forward to it. I would like, if we get enough people coming in, I'll be happy to do these every Friday evening from now until we go on the cruise. It's not that far away. My other group cruise, which is December 2nd, we got all of our problems sorted out this week, and so I'm only going to meet with them now on the last Friday of the month instead of every week. But I'd be happy to do this for any of you guys that want to get together. There's Steve. Hi, Steve. How you doing? And just to chat a little bit. Some of you may have questions. Some of you may have suggestions. I'm always willing to for ideas from other people. I do a lot of hosting cruises now, so be more than happy to add into my repertoire of things to do. Those of you, I know some of you are first time Alaska cruise. So you may have some questions. Feel free to stick them in the chat room. I'll be happy to answer what I can. If not, I'll find the answer and let you know. I do that quite a bit because I don't necessarily know everything. Also, Nate suggested in one of his posts, he's the one, by the way, that set up this page. That's the Nate that I'm talking about, Nate Valet. And he does excursions and is a travel agent. He's in Skagway now. He was in Juneau, but he's in Skagway now. Great guy, lots of fun. You'll meet him on the cruise. He'll be on the cruise with us. The other excursion that I'm definitely going to do is I'm going to go up to Michelle Phillips. She's an Iditarod musher and has a kennel where she breeds and raises dogs to run the Iditarod and the Alaska Quest, which is the other similar type sledding race up there. So I'm going to, on that day, which I believe is my Skagway day, I'm going to be going up to her kennels and playing with her puppies. So again, this will be the third cruise that I will be able to do excursions. I was able to do excursions a couple weeks ago on the Norwegian Joy, and then I'll be on the Nordam before our cruise on Sapphire Princess. So, I'm getting into the habit now of doing excursions. It was really nice on the Norwegian package that we had for both the Norwegian Joy, and I've got one coming up in December with the Escape, and they gave us a $50 credit per excursion. So I was able to, it ended up with excursions that cost like next to nothing when you take $50 off of them. So that was terrific. Unfortunately, we don't have that on this. I did get for me personally, I've added the Princess package on. So I'll have the drinks package and my Diet Cokes. I drink a lot of Diet Cokes. Some of you that you may or may not know me or know who I am. I do a daily travel and cruise industry news show at 11 o'clock Eastern time, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Talk about anything in the travel and cruise industry, various news events throughout the day. We have a nice chat room on the show. Get a number of people in the chat room, and they carry on conversations the whole time I'm doing the show. So feel free to join us if you'd like for that. And then on the cruise itself, you'll probably see me doing my show. I'll do a coffee meetup in the morning, probably in the vicinity. Let's see, we'll be changing clocks. So it's probably going to be like 9 o'clock-ish in the morning, just to, have a coffee meetup in like Starbucks, or I think it's Starbucks on deck 6 or whatever. It's like Starbucks. Have a coffee meetup in the morning, talk about what's going on in the day. And then at 11 o'clock every day, and that's my time, I will be doing my show. And then going on excursions. When I was in Alaska last summer, I did two things. I went up Mount Roberts in Juneau which, quite frankly, I had to overcome a little fear to do that. Excuse me. And I went to the logging show in Ketchikan, which was a lot of fun. If you have not done either, you need to. The view from the top of Mount Roberts is incredible. And yeah, you might get into some snow and sleet up there. The weather can change from, downtown Juneau to the top of Mount Roberts. But still, it's worth I don't know what it cost me, $20 or $30 or something to take the tram up. And once I got on it, and again, I'm disabled, so this was handicap accessible. I was fine. I had to overcome that little bit of fear the first time, but then we just rolled. It actually sounds like fun. Well, I tend to always have a good time. Anybody that's cruising with me knows I like to party. I'll probably always have a cocktail anytime we're getting together. Oh, not in the mornings, obviously. You'll see me running around the ship filming and interviewing people, and you're doing all sorts of stuff. But yeah, we'll have some things during the week in addition to just cruise stuff that we can actually do. So anyway, that's the overall plan. I wanted a chance to meet some of you guys, since many of you are booked through other sources other than with my group, and that's fine. I'm not in any way disparaging you for the way you book your cruise. No problem whatsoever. But still, we can all get together and have a good time, and that's what I like to do. So I will be letting everybody know what I'm doing up there. If you want to join in, that's great. And like I tell everybody on my hosted cruises, you can join the group as little or as much as you like, or none at all. And that's fine. But we'll give you some options on doing some stuff just to make the cruise a little more fun. So anybody have any more questions over here that you want to drop in the chat room? By the way, folks, I live in Virginia. So I will be I'm actually going to travel several weeks before the cruise and to Vancouver. And I'm taking another cruise up to Anchorage. And then I'll be in Anchorage 3 days and then get on Sapphire and join you folks. So, but anyway, I will definitely set up something on embarkation day where we can all get together, and I will have a much better handle on scheduling and where we'll be and so forth. By all means, feel free to contact me. You can put anything on our group page, any questions or comments you have. I check that several times a day. Howdy from Texas. Nice to have you. And another user in Connecticut. That's great. Glad to have all you guys with us. See if I have any other questions that got posted that I need to handle tonight. Oh, wow. Lori B just invited 100 people into our group. That's cool. Let's see if we've got any questions. Lanny from Texas. Of course, Lindsay. I know Lindsay. Oh, Lisa. I'm not sure if Lisa's here or not. And Terry. Will my husband need a sports jacket or dress coat for evening dining? That was a good question. I knew there was a couple questions that I wanted to talk about. I don't know if Princess requires sport coats on dress-up nights. I cruise a lot, folks. As a matter of fact, this will be my, by the time I do this one, my 85th, I think it is 86th cruise. I've been able to do 28 cruises in the last 16 months. So I always take a sports coat. I never take a tie. But I do have a sports coat with me just in case. If I don't use it, I don't use it. Now, last year I was in Alaska on Royal Caribbean, and they have a couple dress-up nights. So obviously I used it. I think Princess still has a dress-up night. I'm old-fashioned enough. If I'm going to one of the nicer restaurants, I'll put the sport coat on. Now, I'm not fancy enough to put it on with a tie. I gave up on ties a long time ago. Another question that was raised beforehand was, should we book restaurants now? My suggestion is yes, by all means. If there are people in the group that want to get together, fine. If you're, like you're booking a specialty restaurant, and whether you're a solo or a couple, you might want to, if there are two of you, book a table for four. Because I promise you'll find somebody that want to go with you. If you happen to be solo, book a table for four. I promise you there'll be people that will want to go with you. So, excuse me. I think many people may like the idea about weather. Weather in September, I've not been in late August and September. I would assume that it's going to be cool to cold in the evenings. It's possible that you could have snow in the higher elevations. I mean, it's possible that you have snow. Would I take a coat? I'm going to, just in case. Again, that's more the cover my butt theory. So I have a pretty good size pouch on the back of my power chair that the coat will, I can just roll the coat up and stuff it in there. And, TSA will just have to deal with it. I'm sure they'll take it out and x-ray it going through, the usual stuff at the airport. But yeah, I don't have to try to stuff it in a suitcase, what I'm saying. It'll be in my chair. But I'm taking a coat, same coat that I had when I was up there last year, and I used it a lot. I was in May. In May, it was still pretty cold. When you go up near the glaciers, let's face it, folks, they're ice. So you're going to be around some cold weather. Now, you could still have some nice days as well. So I know this is not answering your question, but I mean, you've got to pretty much cover all bases, other than really hot weather. I don't think you're going to find that. Although there's a possibility with the the dome closed over the pool and you having the pool endorsed, you might want to go swimming or something. That's always a possibility. If I don't choose one of the packages to go to the specialty restaurants, what would it cost to still go tomorrow? To go to the specialty restaurant, I'm not sure I'm following your question. If you don't buy the specialty restaurant, the prices are all listed for them, $50, $75, depending on which ones they are. If you pay for them, I'm not buying any specialty restaurants on my package. I don't think, if I remember correctly. Now, maybe there is one on the package. I'm not sure. The Princess All package, maybe that is. Now to think about it, probably do have one specialty. The last few cruises, my husband wears a dress shirt with a tie. And jacket. That's always safe. I just don't do ties, but I do have a sport coat with me. I wish I had more than layers and a jacket and gloves on the glacier in July. There you go. There's somebody that's been there in the middle of the summer. Yeah, I will have my gloves. I will have a warm hat. And I'll have my coat. I will have some layers as well. So it's just one of those things. You got to be prepared for anything in Alaska, because anything could happen. And if you lean in one way, it's going to be the other way. But man, is it worth it. If you guys have not been to Alaska, oh man, it's a breathtaking week. After I went the first time, I said, I will never go a season without going back to Alaska. That's how impressed I am with it. And I wasn't even able to do excursions. So that's going to make it even, doubly better for me, getting out and seeing the whales alone. So, sorry, no jacket, just a shirt and tie. Okay, that's fine. Somebody else said the same. All right, guys. I'm glad you guys popped in. We'll do this again. Some of you may want to join me on YouTube. Some of you may want to keep joining me here. I will let you know, and I'll give you the links to both and have it on our page. And I'm sorry Nate did not make it in. So we'll have to get him next time. I knew he had a conflict earlier, but we'll get Nate here for the next show. So we'll do this again next Friday, folks, if that's okay with everybody. I'll try to have Nate here so we can talk a little bit more about excursions. And so we'll see. Again, folks, feel free to drop me any questions, thoughts, or comments on our group page. And that's going to be it for me. This is my third show for today. I'm about tired. So, all right, that's going to wrap it up for now. I'll see everybody next Friday, or feel free to stop by on my show Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. For now, this is Chillie, the old fat travel guy. We'll see you next time. Have a fabulous weekend, everybody.